Japanese? The cashier asked, her eyebrows raised as she handed me my change. I smiled politely and shook my head, a familiar warmth creeping up my neck. No, Filipina, I replied, my voice barely a whisper. This scene, a constant replay throughout my life, always leaves me with a strange mix of amusement and unease. Growing up in the Philippines, a country I call home, I've become accustomed to being mistaken for a foreigner, a stranger in my own land. My experiences are not unique. Countless Filipinos, especially those with fairer skin, almond-shaped eyes, or a tall stature, share similar stories. It's a phenomenon deeply rooted in our history, a complex interplay of colonial mentality, Western beauty standards, and societal perceptions that continue to shape how we perceive and define Filipino. Centuries of Spanish and American rule have left an indelible mark on Filipino culture, particularly in our perception of beauty. The colonial mentality, an internalized belief in the superiority of Western culture, has ingrained in us the notion that fair skin is synonymous with beauty, status, and even intelligence. This preference for fair skin is deeply entrenched in our society, evident in the plethora of skin-whitening products that line supermarket shelves, the countless beauty tips promising to lighten skin tone, and even the casting choices in local television shows and movies. The media plays a powerful role in shaping our perceptions of beauty and identity. From glossy magazines to television screens, we are bombarded with images of fair-skinned, often Western-looking models and celebrities, perpetuating the idea that this is the standard of beauty to aspire to. This Eurocentric standard of beauty can have a detrimental impact on the self-esteem and body image of Filipinos, particularly young people, who may feel pressured to conform to unrealistic beauty ideals. The misconception of my foreignness extends beyond physical appearance. My inability to fluently speak Tagalog, the national language, often raises eyebrows and elicits surprised gasps. "You're Filipino but you don't speak Tagalog," becomes a recurring question, as if my proficiency in the language is a measure of my Filipino-ness. While English and Filipino are the official languages of the Philippines, a melting pot of over 180 languages and dialects exists across the archipelago. My upbringing in a household where English was the primary language should not be a basis for questioning my identity. This questioning of my Filipino-ness often takes on other forms. I've been told that I'm too westernized in my thinking, that my taste in music is too foreign, and that my interests don't align with what's considered traditionally Filipino. These encounters, though often unintentional, highlight the narrow and often exclusionary definition of what it means to be Filipino. It's a definition that fails to acknowledge the diversity of experiences, backgrounds, and influences that shape the modern Filipino identity. Navigating identity, the struggle for belonging. Being constantly reminded of my perceived foreignness in my own country has, at times, left me feeling like an outsider, caught between two worlds, never fully belonging to either. This feeling of not belonging can be isolating, leaving one questioning their place in a society that seems to define belonging based on narrow and often superficial criteria. Embracing diversity, celebrating the Filipino mosaic. Despite the challenges, it is crucial to recognize and celebrate the rich tapestry of cultures, ethnicities, and influences that make up the Filipino identity. Our history, a complex blend of indigenous roots, colonial influences, and global interactions, has shaped us into a unique and vibrant people. From the Cordilleras to the Sulu archipelago, the Philippines is a melting pot of traditions, languages, and beliefs. This diversity is our strength, and it's time we embrace the multitude of faces and stories that make us Filipino. Redefining beauty, finding pride in our roots. It's time we challenge the narrow and often Eurocentric beauty standards that have been imposed upon us. True beauty lies not in conforming to a Western ideal but in embracing our own unique features and heritage. Our brown skin, a testament to our ancestors' resilience under the tropical sun, our black hair, a symbol of our strength and heritage, our almond-shaped eyes, reflecting generations of stories and traditions. These are the features that define our beauty. It's time we reclaiming our narrative, redefining beauty on our own terms. Conclusion: a call for acceptance and understanding. The journey towards self-acceptance and a greater understanding of Filipino identity is an ongoing process. It requires a conscious effort to unlearn ingrained biases, to challenge stereotypes, and to embrace the richness and complexity of our heritage. It's time we move beyond superficial judgments and create a society that celebrates diversity, inclusivity, and acceptance. Only then can we truly understand and appreciate the beauty and strength of the Filipino identity in all its forms.